everyone, George here, and we're back inside of Unity. Let us do some interesting stuff today. I think what we need to do is kind of unite the two different systems we have going on. So now we have the ability for our Fox here, Foxy, to move around the area, and when he sees the player, he will go after the player, and we need that to result in a game over. We also need objectives to make for a win scenario as well. So for the first thing we're going to do, for the first few steps, we're going to do save as. Let's go to scenes. Let's do test underscore path win loss path pathing I guess with Animatronic. Let's make it very known what we're doing. And so we've got a series of different locations we've got to get to. We've got the player, so let's find the body. The body's over there. We're going to place the body instead in the security room, which is where we expect it to actually be. And let's see, it's on the floor, right? Yes, it's on the floor. It's the right direction, it looks like. Now, hold on a second. Let me see the head. That's fine, that's fine. The body is in the right direction. And let's make sure we're not in global or local coordinates and we're on the pivot. Perfect. So that's where we're going to start off when we play the game, and then we're going to have to navigate from there. Now, I don't want Foxy to actually be able to go into this area, regardless of whether it's the shortest path to someplace else. So what I'm thinking of doing is let's go to, what is it? Navigation. I want to go to AI, navigation. You can see right there the room is eligible to go into. I'm thinking for right now this is going to be a safe zone so that you can get back to it eventually. So let's go to agents, areas. Let's see, we're going to put a box in here. So game object, create 3D object. We're going to create a cube. And I'm going to put it in here and make it roughly the same size as this area. So let's kind of go into isometric mode. There we go. Grab that box. And I can't see anything. Can we do wireframe? There we go. And let's make this bigger. Something like that. And I think a little bit larger. Somewhere like that. And let's go back to shaded wireframe actually. Come at this from the side now. Whoops. And bring this on down. Actually, it looks like that did a pretty good job on the height area. So I'm going to turn off, I'm going to remove the box collider. I'm going to get rid of the mesh renderer on that, so it's just a box by itself. I'm going to go to static, actually, let's go to navigation, object. We're going to do navigation static, and we are going to do not walkable for that location. Let's go ahead and rebake our area. Hit bake. Clear, bake. Hold on a second. Why did that not work? Did I not select the right object here? Let's see. Let's go back to hierarchy, cube. Let's say this security room exclusion area. Okay, let's turn the mesh renderer on. Go back to navigation and bake. Let's see now if that, we get rid of that. Nope, it's still there. Am I above the surface? No, I'm inside of the surface. It's broken. We can see that it's broken, but why is the inside allowed? That's the question. All right, apparently that was the problem. I had the cube intersecting the floor, and I needed it to not intersect the floor, so all I did was actually raise it above that area, and now it works. So now the animatronic will not be going in there. And actually, I should probably make that cube larger now that I think about it so that it doesn't even try to go to the door. And now we'll do another. Let's make sure it's not going through that. Clear and rebake. Turn that off. And much better. Okay. Yeah, that's better. All right, so now our animatronic won't be going into that area, so we don't need to worry about it. It's our safe zone, our safe haven. And the next thing is, at the moment, our animatronic can't open doors. In fact, it's completely ignoring doors. So doors really should have, let's see, what do they currently have? They have nothing. I believe we wrote a note about that. Doors need collider for trigger and box collider for collider. Doors need the door swing script. And the door swing script might need to change because we also have the player moving around. Let's go to the hierarchy and see if there's an easy way to select all this stuff. So test free roam. Did I? Okay, good. They all are named door. So let's grab all of them. Add component. We'll do a box collider on each of those. One will be just a collider. We'll do another box collider. This one will be a trigger. And we'll go to, let's see, is there a door script? Door swinging script. So now we should be able to open them up ourselves. The door swinging script, though, it needs to be extended to allow for the animatronic to go through it as well. So we're probably going to want to do a test to see whether or not the object is an animatronic or if it's something else. So actually, there might need to be another collider on this that's larger, that detects, I'm not sure exactly how I want to handle this yet. Let us just see what we can do. Let's open up the script and play around. Okay, what we need to do is take a look at, so we have the use stuff here. We have calculate door angle. What we don't have is whether or not something intersects the door. And I'm wondering if we should have that happen here. So let's try it. Void on trigger enter. Why is this not auto-completing? What's going on here? Animated waypoint has inherited member. Okay, that's not what I care about. Why am I not getting on trigger enter? There we go. So why? All right, whatever. It's working now. On trigger enter. If collider dot tag dot equals, and we're going to test animatronic, I believe, is what we want to test with a little n. Then we need to pause animatronic until door is open, open the door, and then resume animatronic. So that's functionality that we're going to have to add to the animatronic as well. Let's click on the animatronic. So there's animatronic path logic right here, and I'm guessing that's where we're going to add it. So scrolling on down, there's update, there's set waypoint. We should probably have a void pause pathing, and that's just going to be, we have access to the, let's see, that's waypoints. Nav mesh agent is what we want. Nav mesh agent dot, is it pause or stop, I think? Stop? Yes. Okay. And void resume pathing, and then nav mesh agents dot, is it play? Dot resume? Yes. Okay. Now what do you give me crap for? Is stopped is true instead. Is stopped. Okay. Is stopped. Should go true, and is stopped equal to false. Whoops. Okay, there we go. There's probably going to be more to this than what we're seeing here, but that's fine for right now. Let's move this over here so we can see what's going on. And so we'll pause the animatronic. So we need to grab the animatronic path logic object. Animatronic path logic. Path logic is going to be equal to collider.gameObject.getComponent, and then we're going to grab the animatronic path logic, and then we're going to do a check to see whether or not it's null. Let's see, what are you giving me crap for? This is why, because I put it in the wrong place. All right, so if this is not null, if path logic does not equal null, or if path logic, I don't really need to do anything else, then we're going to open the door. So we need a new thing on this to open the door. So instead of there being, I probably also need something saying whether or not it's under control by the user at this time, because there is going to be a point. Let's put that in the notes of things to do. Decide what to do when the player and the animatronic are fighting over controlling the same door. That's going to be something we got to figure out. And so, okay, we're going to open the door, and we've got some variables, don't we, to help me with that? Do I not have a maximum and minimum value? Start coroutine, calculate door angle. I don't see anything in this that restricts from to rotation how far I can rotate something. So I probably need a min and a max value for this, don't I? Let's take a look really quick at our door, or at least an example of a door. And it looks like our rotations are all set to 0, which makes my life easier. Unfortunately, some of these rotations are not set to 0, like this one, where it's at 90, 90. Here's a negative 90 there. Once again, another negative 90. Do I need to reset the rotations inside of Maya? Let's open up that just in case, and we'll see what we can do from there. But I am going to want a max and a min opening, I guess. So let's add a serialized field. Float min angle is equal to 0.0f, and serialize field float max angle is going to be equal to 90.0f. Of course, this depends on the orientation of if they're coming from one direction versus the other. So that's something I'm going to have to figure out as well. So that's Foxy. Let's go to layout 5. So here we are. And let's open up our world and find all of our doors really quick. And go to modify, freeze transforms, and let's do rotate. And hit apply. Oh, whoops, that's reset transforms. I keep doing that. I did that in the last video too. Hit apply. And it looks like there's no problems. Let's take a look over at our channel box, and things look all right. Okay, great. So save that really quick. File, send to Unity selection, and we need the world. So level, and where did I have like a test free roam layout? Test free roam, yeah, okay. There we go. I'm hoping that this, I'm wondering if it's going to rotate the doors or the doors are going to work. Oh boy. That's not good. All right. That's 0. That's still at 90, so that didn't come along for the ride. We're going to have to delete this and then put it back in. All I have to do is the door stuff, though, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So let's delete that and find the test, throw that back in. Now take a look at our doors. Okay, so our doors are still at a rotation of negative 90 degrees. So hold on. Maya, what did you do? You're fine. You're fine. You're rotating 90 degrees. You're not fine. Modify, freeze transforms. Apply. Cannot freeze below transform door due to multiply instance child door setup. Okay, so the doors are all instance, which means I need to uninstance them, right? So let's grab the doors. How do I uninstance something? I don't remember. Maya, stop being instance. How to break the instance. Modify, convert instance to object. Okay. Modify, convert instance to object. There we go. Now we'll go back and there's our doors. Modify, freeze transform, apply. And we've got a 0. Okay. Now we can move forward. File, send to Unity, selection, free roam 2, save. I'll be interested to see whether or not the doors rotate or if they have the proper orientation. It looks like they have the proper one. So, no, that one doesn't. That's 90. Negative 90. That's 0. Am I missing one of the doors when I grab everything? What are you? Yeah, what are you doing? How come you're the only one who doesn't come along for the ride? Oh, we're way up there, that's why. Damn it. Alright, come on down. Crap. Come on. Alright, so door number 11. Modify, freeze transform, save. World, file, send to Unity, selection, free roam, yes. Go back. So the capsule itself has just the player tag. So I'm going to get rid of the capsule because now we have the player, the actual body. We're going to tag that with player so that it gets sought after by the animatronic. And is there anything else that I need to do at the moment? Oh, well, yeah, I need to actually make the door stuff work. So let's do open door, I guess. Void or public void. I don't know if it should be public or private at this point. So let's just do void open door, void close door. Once again, it's going to have to open from one side or the other. Where are the pivots on these doors? Frame on up. F key, please. There we go. And it looks like the pivot's dead in the center of it. So it can open either direction. I'm probably going to need to do something like an orientation check to see which side of the door you're on, and then open it in the opposite direction, I suppose. So how would I do that? So if we have a door here, and I'm on this side of the door, and then I would need to open it in the negative direction. Is it always the negative direction when it's like that? If we take the surface normal of this thing, maybe that would be enough for us to know. Because each door does have a facing direction. And that facing direction, it looks like... Oh, crap. Wait a second. Global, off, local. And I have it on pivot, right? Oh, that is a problem. Oh, crap. Maybe I didn't want to do that. We go back in time a little bit here. Alright, I'm going to keep what I have so far. I'm not sure how I want to do this. Let's just have the damn door rotate. Let's create a coroutine. I enumerator rotate door, and then I guess we don't need to pass in anything because we have our max and our min angle, so it doesn't matter. So we just need maybe a duration, float duration. And then we can do, whoops, while, let's see, float current time is equal to 0.0f, while current time is less than or equal to, is less than duration. Then we're going to do this, we're going to do a yield, return null. And inside of that, we are going to do what? We need to rotate this door from the minimum angle to the maximum angle. So we're probably going to need to know whether or not the door is open. So let's make a serialize field bool is open and say that's false to start with. Yes, and I do need this. There we go. So we'll come back into here and we'll do a test then for whether or not it's open or not. We can do it in the I don't want to keep testing it, so we should probably do the test outside of it. So if is open, do the following, else do something else. Else we will do the opposite. So we are going to slowly rotate this thing. So if it's open, we need to go from the maximum angle back to the minimum angle. So this dot transform dot rotation, I guess local rotation, is going to be equal to quaternion dot from to rotation, and we want to rotate from, let's see, what does this take? From direction to direction as vectors. All right, I'm not using vectors, I'm using angles. Quaternion dot Euler 0.0, whatever our y is going to be, and then 0.0. Our y is going to be an amount that we're currently at. So we have current time less than duration. We have the max and the min. Therefore, the amount we want to move is going to be equal to max angle minus min angle, correct? Divided by current time divided by duration. Or actually, no. Let's just do dot set Euler rotation, and then we'll just do above that float angle is going to be equal to this stuff here, right? Because this is how much angle we want between the two, and this should actually be plus the minimum angle, shouldn't it, afterwards? So then we're going to take that and multiply that by this value here. This gives us a value between 0 and 1. This gives us the amount between min and max angle, but then we're also going to want to add min angle back, I believe, in case minimum angle isn't like 0, or in case minimum angle is like 10 or 20 or something, you're back in that range. Okay, so now we'll take angle and place it right there. And you're giving me crap. Use quaternion.Euler. Okay. Is equal to quaternion.Euler. So I was doing the right thing to begin with. And then we'll yield return null. Otherwise, we are going to do the opposite. Instead of going from, so this is, if it's open, this is going from, we want the opposite of this actually. We want 1 minus 1.0f minus this, so that it's going from open to close, that is from 1 to 0 instead. And this one we want to be going from 0 to 1. So that should work right there. And then we're done with that, I suppose. So we can do, there is no difference between start and close door. There's just toggle door, I guess, is what we'll have. And we'll just do start coroutine rotate door. And then a duration. For right now, I'm just going to say 2 seconds to open the door. We should probably put that in a variable though. So we'll do serialize field float duration is equal to 2.0f, and grab duration and throw that right here. Now we need to test this, so why not do it in start? So we'll do toggle door right there and just see what happens. And this is probably going to be a giant mess, but let's see what happens. Camera fell through the world. That we can expect. Nothing happened to the doors. Now that's probably because I've been importing and exporting several different times, and I no longer actually have the script on it, which I don't. So let's add door swinging to each of them. And we're going to hit run. And nothing happens. Let's come back over here really quick. Time has completed. I should not be here. Unity debug.log. What is that? Uh-oh. Okay, that's interesting. We're going to have to come back and address that at some point. We're going to let the error, though, stick around for now. So we call toggle door. Toggle door start coroutine, rotate door, duration. Really, we don't need to pass this in anymore because duration is set. So we're going to get rid of that. And duration is right there. Oh, we need to iterate time, don't we? So current time plus equals time dot delta time. And same thing down here. Current time plus equals time dot delta time. Actually, I'm going to do this at the top. Okay. Come back here, hit run. Still nothing. Let me just do a quick check here. It rotated to 0.9. Oh, geez. That's why there's no while loop inside of this. Oh, stupid me. That's what happens when you copy and paste. You forget something. All right, so it was instantaneously happening. It was going through all the iterations in one shot, and that's why it didn't work. Okay, now let's come back over here really quick, hit run. Whoa! That was fun. Let me see what I screwed up this time. Else, while current time is less than duration, current time plus equals time dot delta time, float angle. So 90 minus 0. This is 0 divided by that. And this is 90 minus 0, so that's 90. But this is 0 right here. And then we add 0 to it. So then when it's 90 degrees, it's going to be max angle minus min, which is 90. This is 90 as well. 90 times however far we are, which is going to be 1.0. So then that's 90. Or excuse me. Yeah, I don't need this. What am I doing? I'm dumb. It's not between 0 and 1. It's not. This is this range is not. Okay. I'm an idiot because that's going to be 90. 90 minus 0 times this amount, which is going to be 1, is 90 plus whatever the minimum angle is. Yeah. God, I am not smart today. There we go. And all the doors open like they should. Now we just need Foxy to trigger the door when he gets up to it. So let's go to, so we have toggle door happen. And I guess that will be on animatronic path logic. Or is that on the swinging door? So I guess we're going to try it right now when he gets right up to the door instead of away from the door. We also still have to consider how the player is now going to interact with things, but that's not something I worry about at the moment. So if path logic, that is if we grab this particular component, then we are going to want to stop the state of this thing. So we're going to do path logic dot pause pathing, which we want these to be public now. Okay, you're going to stop this from happening. We're going to fire off our coroutine toggle door, and we're going to pass in the animatronic who's currently waiting for this to end. So let's do animatronic path logic. We're going to do this. Path logic. And then when this is done, it's going to tell the animatronic to do its job again. To go ahead and finish. So there's that, and here we're going to do path logic dot resume pathing. And what's your problem? Oh, that's rotate door takes that, but it doesn't take the type. That's what it doesn't take. Okay, and toggle door will take in path logic. All right, so all that happens as it should. Let's see what happens, I guess. We're going to close this. We're going to go up to the top and get rid of that. Oh, yeah, we're going to get rid of that line right there and just see what happens here. So Foxy's going this way. Did not stop. Did not do a damn thing. Hold on. The doors, do they have colliders on them? No. Once again, because we kept deleting things and bringing them back in. So we need a collider, and we also need a trigger. And I don't believe we need anything else. Does the animatronic have the animatronic tag on it? Yes, it does. All right, now let's try it. Obviously, it worked, but we're going to have to... Oh, geez, that's... Oh, we got to switch whether or not the door is open or closed. And we still got to deal with the directional thing, because it's going to open right in the Foxy's face at the moment. But that's actually working. So after rotate door is finished, we need to do is open, not equals is open. Oh yeah, that's right, I can't do that. Let's do this. There we go. And let's try this again. Okay. Oopsie, opened the wrong way. Opened right up into his face. So I need to do something like a dot product or whatnot to find out which side the Foxy's actually on. Now see, when a door's been opened, should the door close after a certain amount of time? Automatically? Or is that up to the player to close doors? Another gameplay thing that I got to think about, I guess. Uh-oh. Oh, that might be a node where there's no outgoing direction. So if we go under waypoints, what waypoint is that? That one. Yeah, it has no outgoing waypoints. So that one just hasn't been set up yet. Okay, anyway. I'm going to stop there for right now. We've got something very basic going on where the doors actually get to open and shut. I know at the beginning of this video we said that we would do game over and win condition, but that's just, you know, this is a feature we need in order to make that kind of happen. We will maybe jump into that in the next video, or I'm going to finish these doors and make it so that they open up from the right side. Okay, anyway, I will see you all next time. So long and good night. Bye.